welcome back to TribeTalk. Today we're going to be talking about, when you go into your Facebook Ads Manager and you see that your campaign's doing really good and specifically one ad is doing really good. And then you look at your metrics and April Fools is actually not the winner. It's just been spending the most money. So today we're going to be talking about how Facebook picks a winner and how you can kind of get around that. Andy Roop is here with us today. He is a Facebook ads expert. He actually used to work at Facebook, so he knows all the ins and outs of Facebook. So Andy Roop, tell us a little bit about what's been happening with Facebook picking a winner. Just tell us a little bit about what's been happening there.
Hey, Catherine. So yeah, Facebook's been doing this weird thing recently where it chooses a winning ad too early, right? So as a lot of us know, it's designed to pick a winning ad based on the optimization event that you set. So if it's purchases, based on whichever ad is getting more sales, it should be optimizing for that. If it's clicks, it would be clicks. If it is view content, add to cart, it would be doing the same. But it's been doing this weird thing recently where it doesn't really give the other ads a chance, and the sample data it's using isn't statistically significant enough, right? Because you'll have these ads or these creatives which have done great in other ads, but you want to go ahead and test them together along with probably some new creatives that you may have made. Or let's say if you've been testing different creatives on different audiences and you want to test a new consolidated audience, add all those creatives in. It's not giving enough of a chance to the other ads where now you're just seeing inefficient spend happen, but when you do the same test, break out the creatives, you see totally different results. So consolidating those ads together in one ad set is not giving a accurate representation of how you could expect performance to be, which is causing a whole lot of problems for media buyers, especially those who are focused a lot on efficiency and use more efficient tactics in order to do their testing and so forth there. So that's been a challenge definitely that we've been seeing. One quick example is there was an ad campaign we had ran. The ad set itself had a couple of different creatives on there. The one ad which had gotten 2 sales had only 20% of the budget or so spent, while there was another one that spent a majority of the budget, I'd say a good 70% or so of it, without any sales happening. So some awkward situations like that.
So are we just supposed to have blind faith in the Facebook algorithm, or should we be actually setting our campaigns up to where we can actually test each ad against each other without Facebook picking that winner for us? And if so, how do we do that?
So we're finding that blind faith is definitely not working, right? So there's a few different things you can do, all right? And then let me share a few different tactics that have been working for us, for myself and some other great growth specialists at EmberTribe. One of the things is you can do some of the more old school tactics, right? You can do a split testing feature if you really wanted to test. And so you could go ahead and do dynamic creative testing. So Facebook split test feature will go ahead and take let's say put a variance. So let's say if it's creatives in this case, you can put like equal budget split on it, and it'll give it statistically significant spend on both of them, or how many variations we're doing, in order to find a true test, right? Another thing is we can use dynamic creative testing, where now we're putting all those creatives together, and then based upon the delivery there, it can actually give you an idea of, okay, these sets are also delivering, or we have these 5 different images, they're delivering at a certain rate. Now, here's the only issue. I've actually been seeing DCO, or dynamic creative optimization, also running into the same problem. Another way we can test it is that we can actually go ahead and take an audience that's going to go throughout the campaign per se, right? You're going to set the campaign up with campaign budget optimization. You're going to have multiple ad sets. In each ad set, you essentially put the different strain of creative or so on there and let the same audience across the board, let the system optimize for whichever one is doing better. Now, there is some auction friction that can happen, right, in terms of ad sets competing. Facebook typically will prevent overlaps from those audiences hitting each other. So it's the reason why horizontal scaling is a tactic, right? So it will prevent that overlap from happening, especially if you just need a decent split to get a few basic ideas. That would be the way I'd recommend it.
Well, thank you, Anirudh, and thank you for tuning in today. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe our channel.